Hello everybody. We'll go through the 1.26 release. It's a fresh one. It came out last week. Let's have a look what you can find there. We delivered 28 features, 27 bug fixes, and more than 400 commits. Those numbers are huge. So congrats everybody who contributed. When it comes to interesting features that are worth demoing, some of them are mentioned here. I will go through them in more detail in a minute. But to sum it up, generally it's about host certificates, improving the authentication, access control for extensions, some improvements to the image pooling, additional filtering based on your environment, managed configuration improvements, and some things that are like minor improvements but may have a great impact, like adding the troubleshooting section to the settings so you don't have to search for it across the UI, or adding a confirmation dialog for sensitive things like deletion for the connection that simply didn't ask you before. Now it will. I will share my screen. I think that we may do it a little differently than we used to do before because we have really great release notes. So let me share this one, and hopefully you can see this. What I'm looking at, and hopefully you are looking at it too, is our blog post regarding the 126 release. And I've dived in here because we have a great demo for the first feature that I mentioned, which is host certificate sync to Podman VMs. So there's a new command that you can trigger from the command palette by F1 or from the top search bar that will transfer all your local certificates to the Podman virtual machines. There's a great demo here. So if you look at the recording, it will tell you what to do. You will find it in the command palette. Just hit the synchronize certificate, and here you can see the progress. So it will trigger a new task in the task manager, and you will see the progress. And after a few seconds, you will be able to verify that your certificates were transferred to the virtual machine. The main purpose of this is if you are behind a proxy, or you're in some enterprise environment or something like that, and you're using a ton of certificates, this feature will be handy for you to make sure your certificates are up to date on the Podman machine. But as you can see on the pre-recorded video, it did exactly what I described. So this first big thing that is worth mentioning, looking at a few others, I think I will stay here in this view. Extension authentication access control. Before, it was possible for extensions to use your authenticated session without letting you know. The change right now is that you will be explicitly asked to allow access to authenticated sessions. For example, if you are using Red Hat SSO and you install the developer sandbox, it will ask you explicitly if you want to allow the access to that authenticated session, which didn't happen before. So that's another new thing here. Next up is improvements to the pool image workflows. So it may have happened to you that you were pulling a large image. It was taking too much time. You decided that maybe that's not the right one that you wanted to download or anything. You basically decide you want to cancel that. It is now possible. So there are new buttons in this view. One is during the download process. So you will see the cancel button. So if you click it, it will stop downloading the image. And if you decide to let it finish, once it's finished, uh, you have additional actions here right from this screen. So you don't have to navigate to other screens to either run it or view more details about that. So it's now possible to do that from this screen once the image pulling is finished. Moving on, right now, in 1.26, it is possible to filter your environments uh, based on the provider that you're using. So you may be using Docker, Podman, or Apple containers. Everything was displayed in one screen. Now in 1.26, you can filter those environments. So if you look at screens like containers, images, uh, I think it applies also for networks and other screens. You will be able to see this drop down if you are using it. If you are using multiple environments, if you are only in a single one, this field won't be visible. So if you want to test it out, you need to have multiple environments, and then you will be able to select only the environment that you are interested in. So this way, it allows you to make it more visible, more clear on what environment you're looking at. I also mentioned we did some improvements to the managed configuration. So this is especially for extensions. You can now disable custom extensions. So if you're managing a large IT environment, you can disable the installation of custom extensions using this flag. And similarly, it applies also to hiding the extension catalog completely. So there's another flag that you can use right now. And last thing that I mentioned was a few minor improvements that may have a great impact, which is a trouble section is now added to the settings menu. So you will find it under the settings. It should be very easily accessible now. And yeah, the last thing is the confirmation dialog for connection deletion. Basically, before it just deleted the connection, now it will ask you if you really want to do that. So it's a little safer for you to not delete something you don't want to. As I mentioned before, there were a lot of changes, a lot of commits that went into this release. So feel free to go to our blog, explore what all new things are here. You will find a detailed changelog and more information here. There is one more thing that is definitely worth mentioning, but that will be covered by Philippe, I guess. So that's it for me for now, and thank you.